Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, hello. Welcome. It is meditation time. It is meditation time. I slept 10 hours last night. Isn't that wild? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. We're in the middle of our week. It has been quite the week for some of us, for all of us. I know you feel that energy. We have an eclipse, solar eclipse on Saturday, and let's see, Pluto just went direct. 1010 portal we are in. My sun just went into the 8th house, or the sun just went into my 8th house. There's just a lot going on, and as I've been kind of pushing forward this week for the most part is taking the time to take time to breathe, to feel your humanness, to feel that soul within this vessel. It is so just deeply important to take time for yourself every single day, every day. And I've been doing a kind of just a 3-minute, 4 minutes here and there of meditating all this week. And just putting forth the message of, even if you only can meditate for 3 minutes a day, 4 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, it all adds up to moments that you take with yourself, with your vessel, with your breath. Moments more than you did the week before. Moments more, hello, than you would have if you didn't show up. So congratulate yourself for showing up. And of course, if you see this, just make time for yourself at some point. It doesn't have to be some big gesture of, oh my gosh, I'm gonna set up everything. I'm just here on my couch. Sit with yourself for a moment. Breathe. So I invite you right now to take a huge inhale, the biggest you have taken all day. Huge. Just hold it at the top as you feel your lungs expand. And let it out. Again. Let it out. Wow, my back cracked. It's just so wonderful. And again, it's one of those situations where it's something you would not have done. And now you're taking the time to do so. So I commend you. So some tips about meditating as we just make our way into our first little segment is, don't try to control your thoughts. Try not to control your thoughts. It's not a moment that you're sitting to think about everything. It's a moment to feel home in your vessel, home in your soul, home in this body that you get to have. There was a quote that I heard yesterday that was, we are borrowing these vessels and they age over time, they look different over time, but our soul is within, our soul is here. Our soul has always been here. I'm sure you remember being a child and maybe seeing things that are beyond your age that you're like, this is wisdom. This is wisdom that I know already. This is your soul's wisdom that you are holding in this little body. So just remember that these are temporary. Take care of your soul. Our mind, our thoughts are part of the physical part of us. They are mind objects, as the monk in Meditate with the Monk says. They're mind objects. They come and go. They are impermanent. Our thoughts are not ours. They are not ourselves. They are not mine. Okay? So being a little bit detached, it's a bit of detachment from your very thoughts, will truly, truly help you to meditate more, to become more home with yourself, to become more home within your body. Because once you're able to do that, you're just chilling. You're just chilling, watching yourself, accepting your thoughts. You don't get taken away by every thought that comes to mind. Oh my goodness, I do have to do that. Oh my goodness, I have this. Just know that when you meditate, this is your time. And you respect that time. And you create that boundary with yourself. You say, self, I understand you want to think about that right now, but this is my time. This is my time that I get to be in this wonderful body of mine. So let's do that. Let's be in these wonderful bodies. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath. Just blessing your vessel with that fresh air. And I do hope that it is fresh air that you are taking in. And if not, may you find fresher air upon this day. Feel the gratitude with every breath. And just be. Invite a deep breath. Exhale. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yes, love yourself. Love yourself. Thank you so much for being here. Thank yourself so much for being here. I think that was 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes of inviting that welcoming breath inside your soul, inside your vessel. It creates this, what's the word? Epiphany, this zenness within. I was gonna say highness. This highness, you feel this high. And I'm not high. I'm high on life, but not on anything else. Literally just the breath. And yeah. Let me give myself a moment. There was one space earlier this week where I talked about giving yourself space and time to respond to something, to allow thought before just spurting out an answer. For instance, when somebody asks you something and you say yes immediately, and then later you're like, wait, I didn't want to say yes to that. Normalize holding, normalize the pause. Take a moment. Feel into it. Do I want to do this? Do I feel aligned to do this? Can I commit to this? Can I keep my promise for this? And whatever answer arrives into your vessel, that is your answer. Now, if you know about human design, which I'm a human design reader, if you know your authority, your bodily authority, which can be emotional, which is your solar plexus, it could be your spleen, it could be your sacral, which is that gut feeling of like absolutely or absolutely not, just a bam, yes or no. And it could be your ego, your heart center. Mine is my heart center, which means when I know what I want, when I desire something, that's a yes. If I don't desire it, it's a no. And I would be going against my authority, my inner authority, if I said yes to something that I didn't want to do. And it's just so important to know those bodily feelings and functions, because if I'm hearing a gut reaction, that's not my authority. That's just me saying what I want to say in the moment, trying to help somebody or trying to do something. And I'm pretty good at listening to my authority. But if you do have an emotional authority, your decision is not in the now. Your truth is not in the now. You literally have to feel your emotional wave and make sure that you are on a neutral plane as much as possible before you make a decision. So it is normal for you to hear a request, have somebody ask you something, and then say, you know what, one moment, or even just, I'll get back to you because I can't give you an answer right now, but I will get back to you. And so, when it comes to the splenic authority, or even the sacral, and it's a quick reaction. That splenic, it's like bam bam, like it's there and then it's gone in a moment. You gotta get to know your body so that you know when you can make that decision. You've got to get to know your body so that you feel you can make that decision. Because what happens is we get into the mind. The mind takes over and says, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I don't actually want to do that. Maybe it's actually a no when your spleen said yes, or when your sacral said yes. And you know what you can do at that moment? Take a pause back and you say, you know what? This is my brain getting involved. This is my physical brain, mental thoughts getting in the way of what is energetically aligned with me and my purpose. I will not go against my inner authority, and I will honor that reaction that was mine and not overthink it. We're not here to be in our heads. We're not here to overthink. And so we bring it back to this very practice. Meditation, sitting with self, being with self, honoring self so that you can recognize those feelings within your soul, within your body when you need to make a decision. Do you ever feel on this plane of, I don't know what I want to do. I have no idea. I don't know. It's not for you to know. Your body knows. Your body knows what to do. Really, really begin the practice of surrendering from the mind. Mellow mind. I'm all about mindset and just helping people surrender. And I finally have gotten to a place in my life where I'm able to let my mind know, look, I'm the authority. My body is the authority. I will not allow my thoughts to take me to all these different detours of where I intend to be. It's just not necessary. So take it back. Feel it within your soul, within your body. Whatever your authority is, get to know it. And if you need a human design reading, please head to the link in my bio and let's get together and get to know your authority. Let's get to know what part of your body sends a yes or a no when you need to make a decision, so that you're not spending days and days and days thinking about things. I'll be honest. It becomes kind of weird for me. Not weird, but it was a weird journey for me to get to know that my authority is my ego authority, which is the heart center, and it's literally whatever you want. What you want, Melanie, that's your authority. What is it that you want? And I'm like, oh, well, I don't know, because this is the best route, or this is the most accepted route. And a lot of times my thoughts and who I am are not the popular opinion, honestly. It's actually rarely the most popular opinion. Why am I saying opinion? but I have to learn how to go with what I want, as long as it's not hurting anybody, as long as it's not putting anybody out of their alignment. I mean, and even if it is, I have to honor myself, but I can't hurt anyone. But at the end of the day, it's like, you gotta go with you. You gotta go with you. You get a gut reaction, you get a splenic reaction, you get an emotional authority reaction, you get an egoic heart reaction, and then your brain comes in and says, but that's not best for whoever I'm with right now. That's not best for the environment right now. And then you're in your not self. And in human design, do you know what your not self theme is? So mine is anger. It's so funny. Manifesting generators, yours is frustration. Projectors, yours is bitterness. You feel bitter. You're just bitter now that you made a decision that that did not align with your authority. You're bitter now. So when you feel that bitterness, you can ask, well, did I make a decision that was against my inner authority? Did I say yes to something that I know I didn't want to say yes to? And so we bring it back to meditation. Human design is so powerful. If you have not done your chart, you must. You must. I'm literally the person at parties that's like, what is your human design? Do you know what time you were born? Let's do it. Okay? Like, I do readings, but I tend to do free readings at anywhere I go. I tend to just give people free readings because it's such powerful information. And at some point, I'm going to start doing readings live on here. So I'm really, really excited. As soon as we just start getting more people in here, I'm going to start doing meditation and self-love for probably the first 30 minutes and then head on into human design and start reading people here live so that you can know your type and you can know your authority and you can get a better relationship of your body, of your energetics, of who you are, and how you're going to listen to yourself now, because it's so important. Human design is a self-love modality, self-acceptance. And that's why I'm just so grateful to have stumbled across it almost a year ago now. Thank you, Cindy. So I'm going to go ahead and take a moment real quick. Well, just hold on. We are so powerful as humans. Unfortunately, we've been just suppressed or told that we should seek power outside of us. Pulling out any ounce of self-doubt and just throwing it away. Unworthiness, gone. Any ounce of insecurity, gone. You are the power. You are born with that power. You are inherently worthy. The second you are born on this planet, you are worthy of being here. Humanship, what an honor. And along the way, people may have cut you down, energies may have cut you down, parents, society, religion, all the things that may have cut you down that keep you from remembering your power. You take it back today. Take a deep breath. You take it back. Take back your self-love. Hold it. Hold it close to you. Put it right back in there. Put it in the belly, because that's where our energy stored is, right there. Just right there in that sacral. Put it back in there. That's your power. Solar plexus, that's your power. That's your worthiness. Hold it dearly and never forget it. When you meditate and you sit with self and you honor self, you remember who you are. You remember. You might get some flashbacks to when you were a kid and you loved yourself and you were playing outside and you were doing your thing and you were listening to your authority. You're over here playing tetherball and your brain goes, you know what? I want to go play kickball. You go play kickball. I want to go do this. And you just bounce around and you do that. But then along the way, life happened. And now you started suppressing those things you wanted. Take it back. Take it back, beautiful soul. Take it back. Take a deep breath. Exhale anything that keeps you in that place of staying back, staying out of your self-love, staying out of your worthiness. Breathe. You are loved. You are worthy. You are cherished. Every day. Oh, beautiful. If you feel like crying, cry. Let it out. I just feel the thickness of this energy right now. I feel the pain of the collective right now, and it's heavy. But I'm grateful to be here, and thank you to those who watch. I love myself. Yes, I put in the chat box too, right? I love myself. If you love yourself, please. It's stuff like that. Like, someone asked me this week, what brightens up your soul? What gives you light? And it gives me so much joy when people brag about themselves, when they say that they love themselves. Like, I get emotional about it, because being someone who I've always loved myself, but it's an outlier, and it can make you feel alone. It can make you feel wrong. It can make you feel a certain way. And so in a way, I'm just like, I am accepted around people that love themselves. It's okay. It is okay to love yourself. You're not bad. You're not wrong, okay? That's to little Mel. And me, Mel, obviously, I'm just feeling this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So take some time for yourself as this day goes along, and truly just love yourself always. Sending so much love to you.